Hi everyone, I'm absolutely buzzing for this one. You might be able to tell where I am. I've got the privilege, or had the privilege, I've been here for 1 hour now, and I got an invite a couple of weeks ago, just out of the blue, from this guy in the background, and he just invited me to Wholesale. Just said, seen a couple of videos, liked a couple of things I've said, some of the information I'm giving, invited me up, which blew me away. So here I am, and we'll go up to Ricky in a minute and see what he's doing in his playground. It's his work as well, so you know what is to invite me here, I'm blown away, absolutely, you know, made up, because it's a privilege. I've been fortunate enough to have, I've been here over an hour now, so I've actually had an hour personally with Ricky. I've gone through, you know, we've talked about every pond, loads of fish, all these ponds, told me about the place, and I've not captured that on video because this is about this pond in the background that Ricky's doing a video on, and so I will share all Ricky's details, and the video will pop up, and I will also link through to that as well. And less of that waffle, you now know where I am. I'm buzzing, I'm absolutely buzzing. I hope that comes across in my voice. It doesn't often. I don't like doing videos that are staged and stuff like that. I want to keep it informal, and hopefully this one comes across informal, but there's some good information in there. And we're basically watching Ricky, who's just launched his new venture, if you like, which I'll link down in the below as well. So I am at Wholesale and Ricky Stoddart Nishikigoi. This place, I do feel privileged. I said straight away, as soon as I came in from outside where it's cooler and you hit inside, and I'll flip you, and you hit inside here, you can feel the warmth. So Ricky has currently got that set up here where he's going to be having some koi out of his male pond, and we will go. There's some absolutely incredible fish in this place. So we're going to go and see what Ricky's doing, and it'll be over to Ricky. Will be telling us what he's doing. And this is his male pond, and he's taking all his male stuff out of here, or doing something with them to outside. So over to Ricky. Ricky, I'm going to crash you, mate. I've just done my little intro. I've got to tell you from a personal point of view, mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. Honestly, when I got that call a couple of weeks ago, I'm buzzing, mate. Because what a lot of people don't understand is they think that YouTubers, likes of me, you and other people, get stuff always for free, and this is for free. So for me, it is free. To me, I have this experience here, mate. Honestly, I'm buzzing. I've had that personal touch as well from you, mate. I want to thank you for that.
Pleasure.
And that obviously won't be a part of this video. That was personal to me. And that time, mate, to go through, look at some of your ponds, mate, it's been absolutely brilliant. Honestly, I'm absolutely buzzing. Yeah. So you tell us, mate, and then call your stuff in the bottom as well.
Yeah.
Your new little venture and that.
This, I say it's a reward for you. I think it's quite good. I like to support people, and there's not many videos I watch and don't just think, basically kind of shut the fuck up. And I'm kind of head in my hands just going no, but like with Phil, Telford Koi Pond, when I invited him up here just as a kind of help his channel out, make some nice content. Yourself, mate, for doing such a good job. Just, you're documenting, aren't you? You're sharing your experiences to help others, and I like the approach, mate. Yeah. So,
mate, that means a lot to me, honestly. I'm not just blowing smoke up your arse, and people probably find it hard to believe. I don't know you personally, I've met you a couple of times, but funny enough, when I got that call, you know, I thought you drop called me in your pocket. I swear to God, I was a bit tentative, like, what does Ricky want? You know, like,
it's tough because I'm a big, like the whole advice. I've given advice for years and years, all my days in retail. You learn to teach people. Yeah. Giving advice is difficult in this job because it's so multi-layered. They can't just, what you find works for you as a hobbyist might not work in 9 out of 10 scenarios. Yeah. When people start preaching about all this stuff too much, it scares me. Yeah. Because I know how it can affect in different environments, having done that for so long. So when I do like to see this video, sharing your hobby, you know, sharing things you're doing, but not enforcing it, not enforcing any biases, all that shit. So
well, I'm glad you're not put on too much bullshit anyway. So that's a good sign for me. So no, I appreciate that.
And yeah, today my nuts male, I say male pond, it is mainly the big stuff is these Dainichi males I've documented for a number of years now. It's got a load of old stuff thrown in there. This pond's been a mess all year, really. They've been ticking over, waiting to get to this point. So today I've got to get the big males are coming out. Their time in here is done now. They're going to be looking for new homes. Yeah. And then there'll be a collection of fish go back in here that again haven't grown properly over summer. So they're now going to have a winter growing to get them up to the kind of size range expectation that I want.
I'm interested. You just said in a bit of a mess. Well, I started, like, to me, I'm pricked up straight away thinking, this don't look like it's been a mess to me. No. So
it's, for me, it's lost centimetres. Obviously, I've got an expectation of size for the age and stuff like that when they're coming out. And yeah, at one point they got a bit slender. I've been working on that a bit recently, but it's hard when you see I don't even know how many fish is in here. And I'm guessing we've got maybe stuff 70 cm over, maybe. So we'll find out.
There, let's go for it. You know, Ricky Stoddart, he said, you know, been in a bit of a mess, but I'm sure you can see from those fish in there, or maybe not see, because I've had a bit of foam on mine lately, and it's not too much of a bad thing. There's some absolutely belters in there, and when these start to pop, you will really see them. You'll really see the difference. I've almost morphed into Ricky today, and what I've got to say is it is actually natural to swear when you see such quality of koi. When they come up to the surface, hopefully that will be captured on video to some degree, and you will see that and, you know, appreciate and pick up that response. I mean, look at, it's just this koi here, and just the placement of the actual sumi, benny, so on and so forth is just incredible, let alone the body shape. But on camera it looks maybe 4 times smaller than what it does in person, just to give you some idea. And look at that. Wow. When that pops up, that will be absolutely mind-blowing. And the quality, like I said, I've had the pleasure of looking over each pond, and each pond is just quality throughout. Look at this lot. Not got massive volume here. I think these are 3,500 gallon, but look at this surface area for swimming. And we've got life of a koi dealer. Obvious, there's not always, you know, life on the limb there, look. Getting dug in there. And what I mentioned to Ricky earlier as well, which I've never picked up one of his videos before, is when they use this net and this technique, when they collect the fish, there's 2 pull cords on the end of the actual poles, which they pull in, and it pulls in the net, which is really, really nifty. So I can only assume that these have been purpose made for these size ponds, hence the consistency from one pond to the next.
I just got to get a bit of social media content and all that. I think the amount of fish in here is just going to be frightening when we get to the end.
Wow.
Got to be so careful. I don't know how many fishes there are, but not touch them. That's that Sakai fish that's a year younger I was on about. 2.5-year-old male. It's had a bad growing summer.
2.5 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. I mean, even those in that net now just gives you some the contrast from there to there. It's just incredible that you've got that amount of fish doing that well, considering
I think the number
that looks like a big amount.
Numbers in here are going to shock me. I'm telling you, because I don't know. I don't know what's left in the pond.
Will it make some expletives come out?
This isn't a male fish. This is an Okawa Sankey that will be going back for a proper summer. This is Dainichi Toyota Kinsen. That's one of the males. It's just mental. Look.
That, yeah.
And then you've got bits like this is one actually the Saito Ginrin Karashi. That's the piece that will likely be going back. Right, there was getting the, you know, the biggest measuring bowl? Yeah. At the side of the back. Yep. Nichi Toyota as well. Male.
The Benny on that is incredible. There's a shower in there that's just blowing my mind.
Yeah, actually that's an NND fish, male as well, but I messed it up last winter.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, it's male.
That sumi on that left shoulder is just incredible.
I introduced it from a cold pond to the hot too quickly, and it really stressed the Benny and caused it to start falling off. I've recovered it as far as it's got, but I don't think it'll ever truly go back to as good as it was.
Well, I'll take it off your hands if you get bored of it.
Boyer Asagi. Shisu is phenomenal as well. Right, well,
yeah, the colour of that. And
Marushin Ginrin Showa. Sanity. That's Marahiro, male. Yeah, this Sakai one, it's just insane. I'd love to keep growing that. Problem is, I think it's going to be too big for what I want to put back in here, but we'll see.
Wow.
There's a side tail ring crash. Look at body on this, look.
Yeah, it's mega. And that's just what you just cannot pick up on camera. So you just can't.
Tiny chick. That's a year younger. That might be big going back in.
So what are you looking for in these today?
The big bit first, so the biggest, these more mature males now are just coming out. There's no, they've had their time. I think I've proved my point, to be fair.
Yeah. Wow. And how long have these been in this pond for?
This is 3.5 years old.
3.5 years?
That's it. With a bad summer this year. So the aim's going to be, these fish are ones that I've had, that was planning to have a better summer, but they've not. They've been in a pond over there that's not performed well. So I'll put a selection back now that will grow through, with the big stuff gone, grow through the winter.
You can see on those two there, Ricky, just a quick question for you. You've got the different colours in the belly.
Yeah.
So that one will never go red, will it?
Well, yeah. That'll get better, but that's a Taniguchi female. That's the Dainichi Kinsen male. Dainichi, especially even the Kinsen line, is just a completely different benny to even other Dainichi fish.
What I picked up on as well in this, with these polytunnels, what you can't grasp is the warmth. Honestly, when I came, the warmth, when that sun's just come out now, it's almost like it must lift degrees. You can feel it within minutes, seconds almost, just that warmth just come in and just lift this area, and it does it much easier and quicker than it does my actual polytunnel, so it's got me thinking about that.
So that, I had a look, that's what the summer's done, because that's bang on 70. If that had had a proper summer, that would have been 75 with more volume. That's the difference.
And we've been blessed with the sun today here in Retford as well. What more can I ask for? Honestly, sun, day off, had an hour Ricky koi nerding, and now having the pleasure to see Ricky in his play garden and work and everything tied in to, you know, see this. Now that sun's just gone in behind a cloud. Variable at this time of year, but look at that. the scalation on these and the, I think it's Carnogin or something like that, but Ricky will. Wow.
Devastated me, that fish.
This one?
Yeah, it had something attacking its belly at one point, look, and it wiped a huge
right,
spot
on
of its head and shoulder. It's actually recovered, I just don't think it's going to do that last bit, because talk about dream Sankey.
So that's not simply from a knock or anything then,
no.
It's just simply, it's...
Again, look, 69, it'd have been well over its 70s. But as a, just ignore that, this was Dainichi M Sankey, which is a rare thing, but it's just technically so good.
Yeah, it did.
Phenomenal body look. But
yeah,
this shit happens, it devastated me, but I've got it every chance.
There's no way that will fill in then, now it's filled in with...
I don't know, it could, but it's risky. Already 63, 2.5 years old, with a bad season.
I think what we underestimate as well, guys, is what I've underestimated actually as well, is the hard work that goes into this. You know, if there's 50, I don't know, let's just assume there's 50 fish in there, you know, the work in that to get that fish lifted in the water and into this display pond is just it's a lot of hard work, a lot of graft.
This is one of the Saito Matsukawa Bakis that's from Ginrin Karashigoi, so it's Ginrin Karashi crossed with Ginrin Matsukawa Baki. Oh. Wow. It's absolutely pearly white. It's got this insane Kanoko Benny going on and all the sumi to come. Just quality fish. Yeah.
The other half, mega. So that was, what they just said there was, that is that first net of fish that we've caught on camera is now in that holding vat, and now they're going in there again, as you can see. It's astonishing really, you know, the size and volume of those fish in that pond.
This is my double All Japan winning Kajaku. Won first prize at the All Japan, then went and won first prize at the Wakigo in the same year. Proper Benny Kajaku. And I believe my golden corn.
Wow, that is insane. God.
so I've been pinging a bit. Mental. It's Dainichi X Ginrin. Flathead pan.
That's what you call a bowl of fish.
That's still in.
That fish there does not get you into golden corn type koi or float your boat in some way, then I don't know what to say. You ever done this type of work before, Ricky?
Wow.
What the hell was it? Fucking whale? But that's a power in that fish is incredible, isn't it?
I can slide it in enough, a bit amateur.
You can get rid of that one if you want, it's a bit of a nuisance.
68 again. This was, I think this one was second prize in Japan as a Tosai. But I'll get the certificate and show you how this changed. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, it's
absolutely dread. Stand, cheek leg, in everywhere.
Shouldn't laugh.
Absolutely mullered.
Yeah, that's right up my street, that one. They all are, but the Sumi and the Benny in the places that it's in, and that Maraten that I always go on about, that moodiness, absolutely love it. And the sun is just about to bless us again, and they take on a whole another shade. I mean, look at that again. Look at that with the sun on it. Ricky's own videos, which no doubt will be on Ricky Stoddart Nishikigoi.
Sakai fish, pretty easy to tell.
Wow, a benny, a level of benny as well.
Yeah, it's all in that head and shoulders though.
And that's zooming it, look at that zooming. Oh,
again, a male fish, 2.5 years old. This will be going back. Dainichi. This is an MND DK male. Crazy fish.
You've got something going on there, haven't we?
Yeah,
wow.
This is the side toe again. Another Sakai. More side toe fish.
I'm going to say, has this one got a brother in there?
Look at that. I'm up to 34, I don't think I'm halfway yet.
Really? But you're about knackered, aren't you? I'm just carrying all that water. Wow, that is.
So, about halfway, maybe not quite by the looks of it, and we're up to 34. This is not biggest piece so far, than 72 cm, that shoal over there.
Look at the koi, just loving that activity there, look. Is that here? Just an insane selection of fish there, I think you'll all agree. I'm going to have a question for you all when we've got all of the koi in here. So get looking at the minute. Which one would be your favourite fish? Well, not in favourite. If you could pick one fish out of Ricky's male pond, what would it be and why? Drop it in the comments. Get it down there. Show a bit yourself. I know it's a difficult and it's a bit of a funny question really, but because we can all appreciate all koi. That's what I've learned to do over the years, especially the last few years, is not pitting a koi against another. So saying, oh well, that one's this and that one's that, oh they're horrible, this is that. Just appreciate what they are. And as you can tell with the way I've been recording this, it's been quite quiet because I've been enjoying the fish for what they are. It's not about me and my boring droning voice, it's about these. And you can see Ricky, I caught Ricky filming his own personal content because he's getting personally the experience that I'm being shared and that we're sharing with you, the koi community. You know, we're catching Ricky doing what he loves, and I'm going to be doing harvesting one of my little ponds, my 5k one, in my own little world this weekend, and it's making me quite apprehensive actually, seeing the koi jumping and stuff like that. It's you know, it's a lot, and we're actually witnessing Ricky doing that in his own back garden, which is an absolute privilege. You don't get this very often, so I feel incredibly lucky right now, if I'm honest with you. I feel incredibly lucky.
Be very home.
So what's going through? Because I've just had a bit of a commentary on these now. What I'm thinking, because
updating world. This is what people are just constantly. It seems selfish to keep it all to himself.
But
I've constant now. I like to update the groups. And
yeah, but I've just said I'm experiencing person, and we're going to share this. We're watching you experience this. You're experiencing this as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just like interested right now. What's going through your mind now when you look at this?
Right now, it's getting job done.
Yeah, you're in that mode of.
This is stressful.
Yeah.
Get them settled down. Yeah, get it sorted. But it's sweet.
Just an incredible sight when you see them all together like that.
Yeah, there's a lot. One of the biggest things has been right now the hard work's got to start. We've got to find homes and buyers for them.
Yeah,
that's the reality, and this is, you can't underestimate, even being male, the value of the fish. It's mega, but now it's a case of I've still got to keep them in the right condition when they're now going to be in an 1800 gallon pond.
Yeah.
Because if they deteriorate like they can do if they're in a retail world, they'll just go downhill from this point. But I've got to keep them looking right to keep the value there and everything sweet. It's tough. This whole project, the sums of money involved has been mental, and it really, the rewards from it so far have been the content.
Yeah.
From the male perspective and the Dainichi perspective, because that's where it all actually started. It was me buying Dainichi fish. The first time I bought them in any kind of number to raise them to see what they would actually do. So that's where it started. And then it's the fact that such a high percentage of them turn to be male, which we learned from that. And then it's like, right, well, what do I do with them? I'm like, well, now I'm going to see what I can do with Dainichi and male fish all at the same time. And that's, yeah.
So have you got personal picks in this that you will definitely keep? Are you like, you know which ones are you're keeping and that's it?
Regardless of it, the Dainichi stuff that's now sort of 3.5 years old, male, is all coming out of here today.
Yeah.
Regardless of this, they're all mega anyway.
Yeah.
It's the smaller stuff that will be a selection of fish to go back in that will raise through to a proper size Sanzai by spring.
That though, I just can't keep. Just like
Crazy.
Just another. I just can't. Like I said, I've got no words. I can't even put it into words. It's going through your mind right now. What are you thinking? You're just looking.
I'm looking at what I'm probably going to be putting back in there.
Is your brain thinking now numbers, where they're going? Is your brain ticking to that now? Now your reality's...
I've got straight, it's just does me fucking head in. So I really want to... This is nothing, no decision. I want to see what I can do with that fish.
Yeah.
Because it's clearly... It's even killer with these, because I'm quite sure if I could have... That pond needs to earn me money. For 2 years, it's not really earned me a lot. It's just cost me a fucking fortune. So we're in a spot now. I'd have got that fish to 80 cm plus. Easy.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I got that the same way. Now looking at that Sakai one going the same. But I'm looking at that and going, if this is the sort of fish I'm putting back,
yeah,
that is going to become too dominant in there.
Yeah.
Which is annoying. That might just have to be the risk I take. Get the stocking level low enough, that won't matter as much.
So you're looking at sizing at this point as well?
Yeah,
is that what you're looking at?
Really low stocking level. It costs me a lot more to raise them.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's like the ginning's perfectly lined up.
Yeah, you catch it all in one line. It almost makes it in one line, don't it?
And this guy has already bought this. He saw it on one of the videos before, and it's how much it's changed already.
Yeah, that is just, again, undescribable.
It's my boy Saito. What a little place that is.
So what's bred into that then that's doing this?
So that's the Matsukawabaki that's come from, it's like an 80 odd centimetre Ginrin Karashi he's got, that's from Marido lineage. Crossbred with Matsukawabakis.
Oh. Now you've touched on Shiro on the white before. What's with these scales here, the white?
Yeah.
Will they come whiter?
Yeah. This is, keep that part. I mean, we're going to be somewhere in region of 75 to 80 fish, I think, come out there. It's been a hard pond to manage. Really. And males, this is it. They've been hit with a lot of growth and colour food recently, just trying to get that last little push on them before I pull them out.
So is that where the
right
effects...
now they're stressing up because they're in here.
Is that where the effects colour food can have an effect on the shrews?
Yeah, it's a little bit the maleness in it as well.
Oh, right,
It's
okay.
a bit of both. But yeah, it does. That look. It's the sort of thickness and depth and shine of this penny.
Yeah, you're absolutely popping all the way from...
Yeah.
That though, it's just so... it just, like I say, it blows my mind. So, with this Sumi then...
Yeah.
What we're seeing, is there Benny under there?
No. So that's the fish that I trashed. I've managed to recover that colour probably 50–60% of where it got to. I think now that's probably peaked. I don't think there's much of a way forward for that one. However, this now as it moves out here, we'll see what happens. But I mean, phenomenal size.
Well, you just can't.
The male shower, it's NND that as well. Testament to what the boys have done. I mean, I'm talking about it like it's a bag of shit. It's really not.
I absolutely love it.
Just I remember when it was at its peak.
If you were designing, drawing something, you couldn't draw that Sumi into that shoulder there like that. You just can't. And that's just caught my eye. Like I say, they all catch your eye in different times, don't they? But
that will be going back in. So that's Sakai, 2.5 year.
Body on that.
From the batch that I documented last year. I mean, that shoulder Sumi look.
Yeah, it's just the... Wow. Depth of it.